Yo, paper talk, paper talk, paper talk. Mishmash, mash, mishmash. Why? So who's this? Who's this Gaetan Laborde, man? Gaetan Laborde. Yo, I done looked at him, man. Homeboy got skills. Apparently we're interested, man. Boy's got a feeling about the boy, man. I looked at some clips, man. Homeboy looks tight, man. He looks good. Just saying. He has a left foot. He's predominantly right-footed, but he can ball with his left. And the nut on that man is madness. You know how many goals that man gets, like from like aerial duels and thing, man? Out of hand. Like on some Andy Carroll things, dog. Real talk. Real talk, man. Monty Pillar, Poller. I don't know how to say it, man. It's French, in it? Monty Pillar. I don't know. But yeah, man, he looks tidy, man. Gaza, my G. But yeah, Gats on the board. Have you heard about this rumor, Gaza? Yeah, it's fever. Fat boy's in the building, man. Big up. Gats on the board, man. He looks good, man. Like he looks tidy, man. I take a punt on him, man. Cause like what Daya was saying, big up Daya. Like he says he's not in the know, but homeboy, he knows a bit more than like you, me, and Harry. You get what I'm saying? Like talking about the whole Traore to Spurs, and then Kane to City, and then Origi to Wolves. It's mashed up, man. It's all like domino effect things, man. It's all domino effect things, man. Yo, I'm good, guys. How are you? I hope you're well, man. I hope you're well, man. Fever's in the building. Fever's in the building. Blah, blah, blah. Ticka, la, la, la. Don't know, man. Yeah. So, Gat's on the board, man. What are you guys feeling about him? Like, do you think there's any legs on it? Or do you think it's just like taking something out of thin air and trying to run with something because we ain't run with shit? You know what I mean? Like, when I was talking on Day's show the other day, man, me and Fever were talking, and it's like, is this a smoke screen, like this whole takeover thing, just to make like Golden Sullivan and Brady look like good people? Because they're not. But is it? Like, is this Gats on the board thing real? Like, I don't know, man. And then they're saying it's imminent that apparently we put in a bid for Caleta-Car, Duje, or however you say his name, Caleta-Car, put in a bid in for him. He looks tidy and he operates on the left, and that's what we need. So I'm not turning my nose up at that. No way. I'm definitely not turning my nose up at that. Not a chance. Not a chance, man. Um, I think it's like 15 million. We're gonna go in this week for him, man. So we'll see. But we definitely need signings, man. It's getting ridiculous, man. Like when I was talking to Mozzie the other day, he was like, "I'm not panicking just yet." Neither am I. I'm not panicking just yet. Straight up, I'm not, because I know all the exciting transfers happen like in the last week. I know that. So it's like we'll see. Well, go on. Straight up, man. Hold on 1 second. Send link. Yeah, no doubt. 100, 100, 100. Hold up 2 seconds, Doc. Peach, you see interview on YouTube with Tony Cardi. Oh, with Hammer's chat? I ain't seen that yet. Was it good? Big up Hammer's chat. Was it? I saw Charlie. Charlie did something about the whole Rice debacle, about how you got journals saying that Rice isn't happy. He thinks that West Ham has overpriced him. That's a bunch of bollocks, man. Straight up, man. That is pure 100% journal talk, man. 100% journal talk. Declan Rice is happy, dog. He is happy at West Ham. He said he's going to run down his contract, dog. So it's like, that's a 2023. He said he's happy at West Ham. If Jay Lings comes in, he'll be even more happy at Rice than he is now. And isn't it funny when England were playing, and then Jay Lings walks into the pub, restaurant, whatever it was, cafe, I don't know. Could have been Costa for all I know, man. But it's like homeboy walks in with the number 4 Rice England shirt and a parrot on his shoulder. Makes you say, hmm. Remember that tune? Things that make you say, hmm. Straight up, man. Hold on. Shit, I hate this shit. It jumps. Peach. No, yeah, I answered that. Yeah. James Fever. Yes, I'm fine, Peach. Thanks. Good. Guys, Marseille expect to turn down an offer from West Ham for Caleta-Car. What? But West Ham come back with another bid apparently. Yeah, we need him, man, because he's like you can ask Fever, man. He's left-footed, and Fever's big on like getting a left back. So am I. I think everybody in the fan base is really because all we have is Cresswell. Because Masuaku's a winger. Like Ben Johnson's right back. We have Langelo, but then is he ready to make that step up? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then you got like Fábio Carvalho, like that cat. He's dope. He's he's not so much a goal scoring machine, but he'll give you something different. He'll give you he'll unbalance defenses. He'll unbalance midfielders. Like he can do that. He can do that. And like he's not a prolific goal scorer. Laborde or whatever his name is, he's a clinical finisher. And we need that. We need that, man. We definitely need that, man. I ain't even playing with you, man. Hold on 1 second, dog. Cody was talking about the takeover. Yeah. Send link peeps and I come on for a chat. No doubt. Hold on 1 second, dog. How do I do this? I do it like this. I just gotta put this in the thing so I remember what the fuck I'm talking about. Hold on. See, hold on. Hold up. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I just gotta put that in so I remember what the hell I'm talking about, dog. Gaetan, Laborde, Caleta-Car. Oh, Jonathan Bamba. He looks all right, you know. He looks all right. And it's the same thing that Moyes is going after, like breakup play. He breaks up play. You know what I mean? Like homeboy breaks up play, man. And then Jay Lings, of course, and Fabio Carvalho or Carvalho. Yeah, Carvalho. Straight up. Hold up, James. I'm gonna do that just now. Hold on 1 second, dog. Um, there. Hold up. Why didn't it let me do that shit? Oh man, stupid shit, man. Hold up. Do 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 do. Okay, hold on. No, that's just my ugly mug. Hold on. Broadcasting info, maybe. Hold up, dog. Hold up. Sound transfer talk live. Do that. Hold up. Oh man, I'm tripping out. Hold up, man. Okay, do that. See, I did this the other day and it was easy peasy, dog. Today it's all like mishmash. Hold up, I need to pick this shit up, dog. Hold on, my G. Say, changes. Where's the invite guest thing, dog? I'm tripping. I am tripping. I'm literally tripping. Hold on, y'all gonna have to bear with me, man. Straight up. Public safe changes scheduled for that. Yeah. Safe changes. Don't know. edit. You know, just hold up. I'm back in effect. Hold on. Okay, hold on. 2 seconds in. Hold on. Yeah, back in effect. How you mean? Yes, sir. Yo, I love this shirt, dog. How you mean, man? This shirt's like, that's a badge. You get what I'm saying? That's the crest. That's the crest, dog, right there. That is the crest with the castle behind it and all, dog. Ain't just like 2 irons, man. Stupid Sullivan and Gold trying to change our look and everything. I hate them. I honestly hate them. I want to like get like elastic bands and just like ping them at them. Like ping. Oh, that's what Caleta-Car can do good as well, man. He can ping balls like on a platter from other dunkers, man. Straight up. He's yo. I want that man still. I want that man still at our club, man. I think he could add something. And he's left-sided, and we need a left-sided player, man. We need a well. Can Carvalho make the step up? Like he played in the Prem last year, just a little. He's in the championship now. Laborde, he looks class. I'm what? He's like 20 something, 28, 27, 28. And we need LiNgZ back, man. LiNgZ has to come back to East London. Straight up, man. LiNgZ has to come back to East London. Do you agree with me, my friend?
Howdy.
Howdy, ho.
Another day in paradise.
I can already tell what vibe you're on, dog. Let's have it, man. I can already tell what vibe you're on. I'm on the same vibe. I'm just being happy and
It's
proud of
just,
myself.
it's just poor, isn't it? Let's be honest. We
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
It's like people keep. Like, I've seen things tonight that when people saying things comparing players and all that, people need to get in the real world, mate, and realise that our board just does not care. They just do not
They
care
don't give a,
about. You know what I mean?
they don't give a monkeys, man. They do not give a monkeys. They do not give a monkeys, James.
No.
Like it, it's saddening because like if you had a business, James,
Mm.
and your business did the best it's ever done in profit for like ever, and then you don't invest in that business, that wouldn't be a wise move. A wise move would be to invest more in that business to climb higher up the table. And
Me
we're not doing that.
personally, I think this is what I think. My own personal
Go on.
opinion.
Yep.
I think that they're saving all the money ready for a sale.
Yeah.
That it just makes a lot of sense. You wouldn't go and invest in it. You wouldn't do your ass up before you're going to flog it, would you?
No.
Let's be honest.
No.
And it's just nothing makes a lot of sense when it comes to the money side of things. I've got to be honest.
So you think basically like similar to myself, they're just keeping it as is until they can recoup money from the club, and then they'll probably put it in properties or whatever have you. But no, I
Yeah,
agree with you. Yeah, I agree
I
with you.
think it's a lot to do with that. I think it's a lot to do with the fact that we should be signing players by now.
Yeah,
Like, if we don't sign no one by the time we play Crystal Palace, which is next Saturday,
yeah.
then I can't see us in the last day scrambling around because I can't think of anyone, Peach, unless Slavia let go a couple of their players,
Yeah.
I can't see who we're going to bring in. Like Tammy Abraham tonight's assisted a goal tonight, and
Oh,
he's
I know.
playing
I
for
saw that. Yep.
yeah, he's playing for Roma, and they 1-0 up already.
Yeah.
It's just
And
poor,
then
mate.
Jay Lings came on. Jay Lings came on. He had 5 minutes, didn't he? Like that's all he
Yeah,
that's all he's gonna get at United though. He's all he's
mm.
gonna get is that 5, 10, 15 minute like appearance. If he's at West Ham, he's getting like 85, 90 minutes. Like,
Yeah, but I don't think it's him. I think it's the Baldwin himself.
yeah,
Like I think if the ball come in with a right offer, he he would go. And like, do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Man United are in their rights to keep him. Do you know what I mean? So it's poor, mate. Really. I mean, last season we had the best season in 22 years, and we've got a team there. We've got a team there which, like, when I keep seeing it, I know people keep saying about Craig Dawson, right? But he's not. He's not the solution. He was
No.
brought in. He was brought in as fifth choice, and he weren't brought in as number one. He come in and he had Balbuena Diop or Bonner, and who was the other one? There was someone else there. I can't remember who it is.
Balbuena Diop.
Yeah,
There was Balbuena Diop, Dawson, and who was it?
a,
Cresswell? No.
Bonner, a
Obama. Yeah.
Bonner.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, and he's only in there because there's no trust in Diop for some reason, and there's no trust in and they haven't got no one else, and so it is what it is, mate. At the end of the day,
But don't
it's poor.
don't you find a common denominator with Moyes and like the youngsters? He doesn't really embed them in till he feels comfortable with them when they should be given a go. Like I'd start Diop against Leicester all day long,
I
all
think
day
Diop
long.
has to play, mate. If
Yeah.
Dawson plays tomorrow, Dawson's got to have
Oh,
the
he's
best
gonna
game of
get
his life.
skinned, man. He's
Yeah,
gonna get skinned.
because it'll be if it ain't in the first half, it'll be in the second.
Yeah.
Where and people keep saying about lack of pace, right? It's a factor in the Premier League now because the Premier League is built on pace.
Yeah.
There's pacey teams everywhere. Like if you go in the top six, all their front lines are pacey teams. Like you only got to look at Chelsea earlier on.
Yeah.
Lukaku holds the ball up, and they have multiple players coming in behind. Um,
They should have won like 5-0, man.
yeah,
That was not like that was
and do
not.
you know what upsets me, Pete? Do you know what upsets me the
Yeah.
most? I
Please
see
tell
people
me,
like
man.
Danny Ings scoring goals for Villa,
Yeah.
but
For fun. Yep.
he's not good enough for West Ham, and that's what does it for me. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? You're so right. Like you're so right with us wanting players, but if it's 17 million, the board's gonna offer like 9. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And that just gives a bad taste in the other like
mm.
team's mouth. And like
It's like
they'll make Sullivan and Gold get to 17, but it's like they just start off so low. Like
it's like you selling a car for 5,000
yep,
Canadian dollars, and someone
yep,
coming in and saying, "I'll give it to you. I'll give you an offer of 1,000 Canadian dollars."
it's
You
not
wouldn't.
happening.
Yeah, it's not happening. So to me, it's very poor, very very poor. And people look at this and go, "Oh, James, you're too negative." But give me a positive. What makes you think that they will sign players? Because I've got no positive of them signing
The
players.
only positive I have is that Moyes kind of took time in signing his contract, and I think he wanted things in play where he was guaranteed he'd be able to hold on to Rice, he'd be given money in the transfer window. But the owners
Mm,
we have, they're little weasels, man. So it's like they might have said, "Yeah, we'll give you
mm.
money," but now they're kind of like doing the shuffle step backwards, like backpedaling. You know what I mean? And he might do it purposely and just walk, man. Like I doubt it,
I don't
but
think he'll walk. I don't think he'll walk. I think he's
I
a
hope
proud
not,
man.
man.
I think he's a proud
Yeah.
man, and if he walks away, then like it really not a good look on him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what people have got to understand is that, and I keep saying it over and over again, best season in 22 years, and we've signed a goalkeeper. Now,
And it's
I
on
don't,
loan.
I
And it's
don't
on
think,
loan. Like James, this
yeah.
was the guy we wanted. Sorry to interject. This is the guy we wanted, but it's on loan. It's like not even it's not even a permanent deal.
Hmm. And the problem is with everything is the fact that when people say about, oh, well, you know, we've just got to bide our time, right? We are playing with fire, right? We could end up getting no one through
Yeah,
sheer compliments. Like, do you know what I mean? Sheer just like basically taking the piss, really. Like,
like
do you know
false
what I mean?
confidence.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? You imagine it, right? If we go in for a load of players, we don't get them, and we end up with no one. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not now that I worry. It's 2 months' time. That's when I will
yeah,
worry. In Christmas,
yeah,
when you've got multiple games and all that.
yeah,
And do you know what, Peach? Yeah, I know people say about the youth. I know me and you have said different about the youth, right?
yeah,
But in one way, this is going to force their hand. He's going to have to play the
yeah,
youth at one stage. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And so
That's what I think. Yeah,
it's either going to go one or two ways. It's either going to go
yeah.
amazingly good, and we
Or yeah,
or it's going to go the other way. Yeah,
yeah.
and there is
Like
there is no there's no middle.
no, there's no gray. There's no
No.
gray at all. It's black and white, and they have to kind of look at it like there's three FA League Cup, Premier League.
Mm,
There's four leagues we're playing in, man.
mm,
How is this one squad this paper thin, like toilet paper thin, Bridget? How is
mm.
this squad going to be able to do all of that? How is this squad going to be able to keep a Mikel Antonio fit when he's pissing off to play for Jamaica? And you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
I yeah,
See, I see people's comments of saying, right, oh, we can't go and get another Antonio. Like, I look at that and I think, well, hold on a minute. Like, Antonio's good. He's done well for us. But if we had a proven striker, like Danny Ings scores 15 goals,
yep,
like, you know that he will score you 15 goals minimum. He
yep,
scored two already. He scored two out of two.
yep,
So, you know, if he's in a better team, he scores goals, right?
yep.
With Antonio, he might score goals, but he misses a lot of chances. And like, you can't do it on this level. You just
No,
can't.
he misses a lot. He misses more chances than he scores, James. He
Yeah,
misses more chances than he scores,
I
one
agree
hundred
there.
percent.
I mean,
Like he does look more like a striker than he did before,
mm,
but he misses more than he scores, 100%. And
mm,
that's why we need that clinical finisher. Haller wasn't it. Remember when we had that Caligri guy,
yeah.
Caligri, whatever his name was, like Zaza, he wasn't it. Like we've never, we've been through so many strikers, and we've never got it
Mm.
right. Never got it right.
It's gonna be square pegs in round hole situation. It's gonna
You
be with
said that the other day, and
mm,
yo, I'm feeling that. Yeah,
yeah, because as soon as Antonio gets injured, which he will do, Bowen will go up front, or
yep,
and then they put Yarmolenko on the left, and it'll be like that.
yep,
It's
yep.
I'll be stunned if I see two signings coming. Right, I'll be stunned. Like I think a
No,
defender, I think a defender will come. I don't know why, but I've
yep,
just got a feeling. Right, a
yep,
defender.
yep, yep,
I
yep.
think the Lingard thing. I think that's a sweetener today. Give him a couple of minutes. Say he's in these plans, and he's going to sign a new 1 year extension, and then that's it. Then that's the end of Lingard for us. Um, and that's where I think it'd be, mate. I really do. That ain't me
I can
being
see
negative.
Lingard coming to
It's me
us.
being
I
real.
can see Lingard coming to us, man. I really can. I can see Lingard coming to us. I really, really can, man. Like, I
Mm,
don't think he's happy in Manchester. I really don't. Like,
mm.
he loved it in London, man. Like, he even said, like, the house he lived in
Yeah, but
Manchester, whether
yeah,
he
but
was
I don't
born
think
in
it's him
Bradford
though,
or wherever,
Pitch.
he said it
I
was
don't think.
always dark. He was like in East London, or no, it wasn't in
Mm,
East London. It was like Shad Thames. He was like, or Docklands. He was like, oh, sunny skies, like as much as there are. But he's like,
mm.
there's light here. It's good here. There's a vibe here. Like he'd be stupid not to come back to West Ham,
I
honestly. And
don't
I
think.
respect the man like 100, but he'd be stupid not to come back to West Ham.
I don't think he. I don't think it's him. I think it's the
No, it's
owners.
not. Yes, you're right. You're
I
right.
think it's the owners. I think
Yep.
the money side of it. It's just now I've had this little debate with old Daya about it,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And it's just ironic that PAI come out in a transfer window. Like you wouldn't see
Yeah.
PAI, you wouldn't see PAI turning up in the middle of October, would you? Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
right, the summer window.
It, it,
So,
it, yeah.
so to me, I just think we need. Like the only hope that I've got left is that they've got
Yeah.
something planned with Slavia for SEMA. If SEMA comes in, I'll be buzzing because I know that
What
gives
about
the talent
what about this? What there's SEMA, and then there's the other. I think he's a center
defender.
half and like
Yeah,
fullback. Zimmer. Yeah. What
yeah, Zimmer.
have you seen him? I haven't seen
Yeah,
him. Have you seen him?
no, I haven't seen enough to comment. But if they're
Okay.
going after
Whatever.
him, right,
Yeah.
he must be half decent. But I've seen enough of SEMA,
Yeah. Me
Mister.
too.
Like that's enough for me to say. You know what? And I was right about Ben Rama last year.
Yes, you were.
And
So was
I
I.
kept, yeah,
I was on Team Ben Rama from jump, man. I was on
yeah.
Team Ben Rama from jump, dog.
And I turned around and I said, Ben Rama will and there was people wanting him sold it this season. So to me, I think that if we get Seamer in the door, that's
Yeah.
that's that's your backup striker for Antonio. And
There
I
you
actually
go.
think people say he's a right winger. He's not a right winger. He's a mobile striker who can play anywhere
It's
along the
like,
front line.
damn it. It's like three Henry things, man. And I seen
Mm,
like big up like the three hammers in that, Luke and Paul. But Paul was talking about like how he didn't think Ben Rama was that good and this, that, and whatever last season. He wasn't given the chance to even show his
mm,
potential. Like
mm.
it was
I
like
agree.
5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Like,
Mm. Well, I done. You see me last season, and you see
yep,
the stats that
yep,
I was putting out. I was putting out
yep,
every game that you played. I think we had played something like whatever it's like 13 or 14 games he had played, and we'd only lost one or something like
yep.
that. Now, to me, that says a lot. Do you know what I mean? When he's starting from a starting position, and when people are criticising the man, like saying he ain't doing enough, and this season so far, he scored in his
He's
debut,
on
assisted a
fire.
goal.
Yep,
Should have been given man the match in my opinion, but
yep, me too.
that's a different story. But and I think the man should take penalties because he's unbeaten in penalties and all. He's 6 out of 6 on penalties.
I didn't know that. Real talk,
Yeah,
I didn't know. I did
yeah,
not know that.
yeah. So he's got the talent, mate. He's got the goods. But if you assist, right, I think someone like Origi would be perfect for us. People have said different, but
Me too.
I
Yep,
think Origi's massively underrated at Liverpool. Massively.
me too.
Um,
He's
uh,
not given a chance.
yeah, and let's be honest, anyone who's in front of, well, anyone who's behind Mane, Salah, and Jota
Firmino. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or Firmino, let's be honest, you ain't gonna be
No.
like, you know what I mean, in that level. So yeah, that's what I think, mate. I've seen some crazy stuff with like Jonathan Bamba or whatever
Mm-hmm.
his name is. Yeah,
I've seen
he
that.
looked.
I've seen that play.
Yeah,
Yep.
I watched the video earlier on YouTube. I thought I'd have a
Me
flick
too.
through, and he seems like half decent. But it's yeah, again, it's a winger though, Peach, isn't it? It ain't a striker,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Yep.
that's the problem. Do you know what
He
I mean? We
got
need.
like seven goals last season or some shit like that, man. Like
Mm,
he's good. He's good at breaking up play. He's a bit of something different, but he's not your clinical finisher. Like he's
mm.
what is it? Like midfield left, like
Yeah, he's like
or
I think he's
attacking midfield left, isn't it?
yeah, he's like right sided midfield player, like winger.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so it just doesn't make a lot of sense for that one. Um,
No, I know. The whole thing doesn't make a lot of sense, man. The whole thing doesn't like. It's funny how the supporters know where we need to be strengthened, and the board ain't
mm,
doing nothing about it, unless it's like some Alice in Wonderland shit, and they got like a whole bunch of shit we don't know about in their
mm.
back pocket, and they bring it out in the last like 7 days. Then I'll be
Even
like, oh, okay, but I don't have
I
the
just can't
confidence.
understand how. I just cannot understand that logic in
Hmm.
regards of doing that. Like,
Like,
um,
remember when we got Payet? We got Payet like at the beginning of the transfer window.
mm,
You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like if you're gonna go get a player, go out and get him like straight away. Like obviously they had their eyes on Areola, so they got him. But
mm,
it's like we don't just need a goal. Like I see what Moyes is doing. Moyes wants to build from the back up. I understand that. I do understand that. He wants to bring players in that can break up play. I understand that. But if you break up play and have nobody to service the ball to, then what good is that? Like we definitely like if you because you said like you'd be surprised if there's two signings plus Areola.
Mm.
So it's like if we get a left back and because I think Connor Coventry will show up this season. I think Lanzini will show up this season in similar roles. But like we need like if it's just two, I'm going striker left back. What are you going for?
I'm going striker 100%. That's
Yeah,
definite. I think I
yeah,
agree with you on the mid. I agree with you with Conor Coventry. He's
yeah,
impressed me in pre-season. I think he's ready to go,
yeah,
rock and
man.
roll. I agree with you, Peach, probably on that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
left back. Right,
yeah,
100% he's left back. Right,
yeah.
if Cresswell gets injured for any reason or gets COVID, because people keep
We're
forgetting
matched
about
up.
injury, yeah, then we're
Yeah,
we're massively all over the place. People keep saying about putting Ben Johnson over there. He's not a left back; he's a right back, and he gets
he's
turned
a right
inside out.
back all day long, man. He's a right
Mm,
back all day long. And like when he plays right back, you can see how much better he looks. Like
mm.
he's putting balls in. He like oh and
Well, let me.
we got Fredericks, we got Johnson,
Mm,
foul like we got three there. We only have one on the left because Masuaku's not a left back. He's
nah,
a winger through and through.
nah. Let me ask you this, Peach. Right?
Yeah, yep, yep.
If Suchek or Rice get injured, yeah, who is
Yep.
your midfield? Who is your midfield replacement?
If they both get injured,
No, if one of them got injured, say one of them got injured or COVID or something, and he's out of the
yeah,
team.
Connor Coventry.
Yeah, I agree with you on that,
Yeah, yeah,
100%. That's the
yeah,
player I would have
Connor
said.
Coventry. Yeah, yeah.
I think he could do.
Lanzini. He plays that role well, but Connor Coventry was kind of born to play that role. So
Mm,
yeah, Connor Coventry,
mm.
100%. Man.
Yeah, I'm the same on that. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think Connor should be coming in. It's like Gary Ritz here. Leicester don't mess about signing players, and he's bang
No,
on the
they
money.
don't. Yeah,
Leicester last week had a player who's injured. Bang, go out there, Vestergaard, 15 million. There you go. Take him
and
off your
that was
hands.
a missed opportunity by us too because we could have had him.
Mm. Um, with Vestergaard, he's very solid, 6'6" and all that, but he's slow. And we need
Yeah,
pace at the back. That's the one thing that kills us is pace. And we've got
yeah,
no right. If there's one frailty to West Ham at the minute, it's the defence. Like Cafal's decent, very very good.
yep,
Like I like Cafal. He's good at both defending and
yep,
attacking.
yep.
Cresswell going forwards, very very good. Defending not so good. And I'll tell you what, Sully summed it up brilliantly on American Hammers last week. He turned around and said, "When does anyone ever mention about Cresswell's defending? It's always him going forward, like him crossing balls. No one ever says, "Oh, Cresswell's a good defender." They
That's
just
true, you
class
know.
him, right? I mean, he put his bang on there.
That's true.
Um, Obviously, Bonner is a class. He's a class defender,
Yeah,
but his pace. He's got no pace, right? If he gets exposed, then that's him. He's ruined. And then obviously Dawson, right? And don't get me wrong, Dawson done well last year for us. He come in.
yeah,
He
he
was a
did.
backup. He was a back.
He
He was a
punched above
backup.
his weight. He
Yeah,
punched above his weight, man. Yeah,
right? And he done well. He come in, he done a job, and he was very good at the job he done, and that's it, right? But he's not the solution at the end of the day. He's not the like. I see like Gatesy earlier saying about
yep.
uh, was it Bobby Moore and
Oh yeah, I
On
see that
Jake's
too.
preview, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. Just like with he doesn't have the pace, but he has the vision type thing. And then
yeah,
somebody in the comments
I'm
was like, "Oh, you're
I'm so
saying Dawson's
I'm
like more?" Like, and he's like, "No, you're not
yeah
listening." Yeah, yeah,
yeah, and I'm sorry, but anyone who compares Bobby Moore to
yeah.
fucking Bobby Moore to Craig Dawson needs to be
Yo,
going and
they're
get
on some
themselves sorted
shit,
out.
dog. They're on some shit.
Mate, I don't have to clean my ears out. He wants to sort his brain out, mate. Honestly,
Yo.
because at the end of the day, you got people like Ian Pearce, for instance. Don't ever compare Bobby Moore
I
to the
remember
great.
Ian Pierce, dog.
Like Ian Pearce was slow. Christian Day was slow. don't
Yep.
ever compare, but probably more to like Greg Dawson, mate. That's taking the absolute piss.
Joey
So,
O'Brien was slow, dog. Like you
mm,
can't compare the man them to Bobby Moore, dog. Like there's a
Matthew,
reason why that number 6 shirt is honed, and like you can't grab
that's
that.
why
Like
that's why he's the best defender to ever grace the game,
play the
like
game.
for England.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
because he's won the World Cup and he was
Yep.
phenomenal. So
It
yeah,
was, man.
sometimes people need to like check what they're saying, really, but that's
Yeah.
not for me
No,
to
I hear
say.
that.
But
I hear that, man.
when you look at it and you weigh it up, right, I have got no faith in any transfers coming through this door. Really, I have not. Like, I'll be
I'm
stunned if we do
hoping.
sign two. Do you know
I'm
what I mean?
hoping, man. That's it. Like I'm hoping, man. I got the life jacket on. Like
Mm.
if I fall in the water, I'm gonna stay afloat
See,
because I got the life jacket on. But it's
see,
getting
Gaz
ah,
puts a good comment here. Yeah, every
yeah,
season these owners keep making excuses so they can fill their own pockets. He's bang on the money, mate. He's bang on,
100%.
right? And someone said that to me a long time ago. West Ham are always a transfer window behind
Yep,
every single time.
yep.
Like we should have signed Ben Rama last summer. We ended up signing him in January, all right? When we had the money from the Diangana transfer, so why didn't you just sign him? Yeah, you don't do
And
it.
Cartier too. Diangana
Yeah,
and Cartier, like
yeah.
100%, 100%. It's
And
like
and this
oh,
summer, we've
that's my
sold
baby, man.
Anderson. We've sold
Yep,
Anderson.
yep.
I can't even remember who else we've let go, right? And
Anderson,
people,
Haller, Sanchez, like
mm.
all of the Pellegrini
And do you know
man them.
what? And do you know what? People used to say to me last season, right? The players that we would keep. I'll get rid of Yarmolenko, get rid of Anderson, get rid
Yeah,
of Lanzini. Right? West Ham can't afford to get rid of Lanzini
no,
and
they can't.
Yarmolenko, mate.
No,
That's the problem.
no,
Do you know what I mean? So
no. I know.
it's
I know exactly what you mean, man.
it's one of them ones. It's a shame, but it is what it is, mate. At the end of the day, and it's getting to a stage now where it's getting silly.
But why do it when you've had like the best season in 22 years? Why, like, and it's what you said. It's what you said. They're selling the house or they're selling the furniture piece and they're not polishing. They're
Mm.
not buying like polish to polish it.
You
They're just
wouldn't do
gonna
it,
sell it
Pete.
as is so they could get their
Yeah.
like money back. Like,
Right.
it's
If you're going
mad.
to invest, if you've got a property and you're going to invest
Yep,
in making it look good, yeah, you'd
yep,
buy new furniture, wouldn't you? Yeah.
one
And to
hundred
me,
percent.
they're not. They're happy with what they got. And let's be honest here. I see comments of people saying, you know what, you need to remain positive. But someone give me a reason what makes you think that they're going to do business. Because I just cannot see it in the slightest. Like, and that's not me being negative; it's me being real. As I keep saying, I'm not negative. I will be realistic, and I'll say to you, this is what's going to happen because we've seen it multiple times. To me,
They're flea market.
mm,
They're flea market owners, dog. They're flea
yeah,
market owners, man. Honestly,
mm. And do you know what? Last season, yeah, what people keep
you
forgetting
fine.
is everyone kept going on about James Tarkowski coming to West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
40 million pounds. We're going to put a bid in
Yep.
for him.
Yep.
Yeah, they they got away with it because Craig Dawson come in and performed for 2.2
Yes, they
million.
did. Yep.
Yeah, but let's be real when we say this that he was trying to get the other one, Tarkowski, and
Mm-hmm.
they lowballed it in a way that um basically like, do you know what I mean? So we don't get him. They go and get Craig Dawson from Watford, who have just been relegated. Yeah,
Yep.
and basically that's it really. Do you know what I mean? He comes, he's fifth choice. He's fifth choice, and he ends up playing the second part of the season,
Yep.
about 16 games, and performs
Yep.
like half decent. So
Yeah.
that's what it is, mate.
No, you know what? You're spot on. It's just sad. It's honestly just sad because like anybody else in the world that like or has power of a business and your business does so well the year before, you're gonna pump money back into that, more money to
Mm,
make it better the next year. And they're not
mm.
doing it. And you nailed it right on the head. You nailed it right on the head with that real estate thing. It's like they don't give two things. They're gonna sell the thing. get what they, probably break even or make a bit of profit, and then they're out of the door, man. Like,
Mm.
they don't care about us. They don't care
The
about
thing
us.
is,
They don't care
thing
about
is,
the team. They don't care about nothing, man.
the best way of describing it, right, is that if you was interested in West Ham, yeah,
Yep.
these players should already be here. There should be
Yep.
players in it. The Milinkovic deal took 3 weeks to sort out. And in the end, it didn't get sorted out. Why?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's no,
Exactly.
there's no, there's no excuses at the end of the day, mate. And to me, I just
Like,
think that.
everybody's putting it on the agent. Everybody's putting it on the agent, and
Mm,
and I can hear that the agent might have been like a bit of a greedy bear, but
mm,
if he wants like 2, 3 more million than like you offered, then give it to the man so we can get the player for the team.
mm.
Like, yeah,
I don't think. Right, this is my own personal opinion. I do
yep,
not think that David Moyes is sitting there, yeah, and going, right, I'm gonna divvy about over players. Right. I just don't like people say he's divvying Dave and all that. I don't believe it myself. If
mm,
he's got the money,
mm.
if he's got the money to spend, that man would go and spend it. But I don't think he's got the money, mate.
Well,
You know what I
no,
mean?
but you broke it down the other day. Like, don't underestimate yourself, because you broke it down the other day with the whole Europa, the TV rights money, the
Mm,
everything, finishing six money. Like, there's
yeah.
money in the bank. There is money in the
Mm.
bank. They're just
And do you know
not.
what? And do you know what I fear, H, is tomorrow
Go
night?
on.
Because everyone's getting giddy about Leicester, thinking that we're going to go there and we're going to roll Leicester, no problem, like we did last season, right?
Mm,
If we go a goal down to Leicester tomorrow, it could go as bad as I ain't gonna say it'll go as bad as Burnley, but it'll be bad because people will look up
yeah,
at the board and go,
yeah,
"Why are you not spending no money?" Right?
yeah. It's
If
coming
you
down to
don't,
that. Yeah,
yeah, and if it ain't tomorrow night, it'll be Crystal Palace at home on the Saturday.
yeah,
Like 100%. Like
yeah. No,
that's
I
where it'll
agree
be.
with that. I agree with
Um,
that because, yeah, I agree with
but,
that. You know what? Like, I'm not a yes man, but like,
mm,
honestly, I've been agreeing with a lot of what you're saying because you're talking sense, man.
it ain't that,
Honestly,
Peach. I'm the most realist geezer you likely to meet because I don't
yeah,
talk bollocks. I talk fact.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, Lawrence, big up, mate. At the end of the day, you've
Yeah,
got you've got to look at this and go, why? That's the
yeah,
first question you have to ask is why is there no money here? Like Norwich have signed players.
yeah,
Fucking like Brentford have signed players.
yeah,
Like, and to me, there's more to it. There's 100% more to it. They could have stopped that PAI capital um, offer by coming out and saying, right, we're not selling to no one at the minute. We're going to invest in the team and we're
done,
going to
done,
and
yeah, done,
and
yeah,
and progress the team forward this season and killed it
yeah,
stone dead, right?
yeah,
But they haven't. And um, me and Daya had a discussion earlier, and Daya turned around and said to me, "I don't think they would leave the club to someone who's going to run it into the ground." I said, "Daya, I said if they get their money, mate, right? If you're going to if you put an offer in for say you want 600 million, and
yeah.
someone comes in and says, right, I'm going to give you 600 million. What do you? How do like you ain't going to care what happens to the club because you've got your money. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
that's
you,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's not what you think it would be, but with our
mm,
owners, it's like exactly what it is. Like,
mm,
you know what I mean? Like, it's not what you think it should be or would be, but with our owners, it is. Like,
mm.
they
Oh yeah, I totally
they
agree, mate. I
yeah.
totally agree. It's
Oh, it's mad, man. It's
but the
mad.
problem is,
It's hurtful, man, and that's why. Like, I agree with what you said. With like, if they don't kick off at the Leicester match, then the Palace match, it's gonna be madness. Like,
this week, this week will decide it for me. If it comes to
yep,
Saturday and there's no one in the door, yeah,
yep,
and we've got two home games, I believe, and then after that, I think we've got Southampton away after an
yep,
international break,
yep, yep, yep,
right?
yep, 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 yep.
If we don't get no one through the door by then, yeah, I think it'll go
It's
toxic,
gonna
mate.
pop off, man. Shit is
Yeah,
gonna pop off, man.
because you're gonna have 60,000 fans in there,
Yeah.
like questioning why are they not investing in the team? Like,
It's like
do you know what I
it's like they almost had a vacation through this like COVID thing, just like with no supporters at the matches and all this and that. They were sitting pretty, like
mean?
there was no like there was no problems, there was no nothing. They were sitting pretty, like they were on vacation in Malibu, dog. But
Yeah.
now they've stepped into the fire again, dog. And it's like if they want to get themselves out the fire, all they have to do is invest into the football club. It's simple as, man.
Mm. It ain't even that, right? If they would have come in and said, right, we're going to go and get Zuma on a
Yeah,
loan with a view to a permanent next season, all right, fair enough, I can accept that. They come in and go, right, we're going to get Seema and he's going to be here for a season-long loan and they're going to buy him next summer. I could accept that.
yeah, yeah.
But what it is, it's to me, it's the old cliche, right? They do this every year. They bring out like that the clubs. Oh, we've got a potential buyer. Everyone's concentrating on PAI, and no one
Takes
is
it's deflecting, isn't it? It's
yeah,
deflecting. Yes,
and no
yeah,
and no one is concentrating on the team. Like
yep.
no one's sitting there going like, why have we only signed one player? Right? What are our current owners doing? What all they're
Yep.
worried about, all they're thinking about is Tony Cottee, PAI,
Philip
everything.
Beard. Like
Yeah.
they ain't talking about players. They're talking about
Mm,
Philip Beard on talk site. Like really? Like
yeah. Mm,
yeah, no, 100, man.
yeah.
100, man.
And the thing
Like
is, when people are trying to tell me, like, and saying to me, "Oh, you're too negative. Like, you need to be more positive." Like, if someone can give me three things to be positive about this season, yeah, right, at the minute, in regards of our squad, not the team, like the squad at the minute, because like the clubs this season win Europa League, right? Don't forget that's coming out next Friday, so
yep.
that's the Europa League draw. So it's there's nothing to be positive about until I see bodies going in there because we all know that Antonio's not fit, right?
Yep.
Or will get injured, and we haven't got no depth. It's as simple as that. And that's
Lawrence
what,
agreed with you. And
yeah,
and honestly, it's real. If there's
mm,
we are skinny as like one ply like toilet paper, dog. Like
mm,
we need reinforcements. Like the only thing that anybody can take a positive on, and it's not even the squad getting improved. It's that like people like yourself would be able to go back to the London Stadium and watch matches. But that's it.
mm,
Like there's no positive in transfers. There's no positive in the board sticking the money in their pockets. There's no positive in any of that. There's no positive in this PAI talk. Like it, yeah, it's yeah,
mm.
it's a fucking shambles, doc.
It is. It is. It shouldn't be like that at the end of the day. When you sort of weigh up the pros and cons of things, yeah, it
Yeah,
shouldn't be like that. It's like Lawrence says there, yes, skip on LiNgZ and get two strikers. All right, I'll be happy with one. Like,
yeah,
if someone said to me right now, go and get Zima out of
yeah.
Prague, get a left back, get a centre half, I'll be happy.
Done,
That's all I want.
done.
Right. Um, we've been linked with about 150 transfer targets.
Oh, not
How
many. I know.
how can you be linked with so many people but not sign one? It just makes
Yeah,
no sense to me.
no,
Do you know
it
what I mean?
doesn't. It doesn't. It's like we're linked with all of these people, but we ain't even put any bids in for them. We probably put in bids for like one or two people. That's it. That's even if that. Even
Or what
if
they're
that.
doing, or they might have even put a bid in, Peach. Right? They might have put a bid
Yep.
in, but the simple fact of the matter is the bid is an insult, and they're like, "Right, we don't want to deal with West Ham now."
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
if it's like if you was a manager of West Ham United, or if you was a manager of another club, and you like West Ham come in with a bid of say 5 million for your 20 million pound striker, you're
Mm.
gonna you're gonna tell them where to go, ain't you? Let's be honest.
You're gonna have a laugh. You're gonna have a
Yeah.
giraffe. Like honestly, and that's what they do, though, don't they? That's what they
Mm,
do, and it's like, why do you do that? Why,
mm,
like? if I see some ice cream shop and they're selling like some chocolate vanilla swirl ice cream cone for $5, I'm not going in there saying, "Here, I'll give you $2 for that." You know what I mean? And it's like that's what they're doing, and they always do it. They've done it for 11 years, James.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I
And
agree. And like,
why when Pellegrini came in, they threw money at him like he was a stripper dog, and it's like
mm,
he didn't prove himself at West Ham. He just had a reputation. David Moyes has proved himself at West Ham, and they're not throwing money at him like he's a stripper. They're like keeping it from him. Like, no, we're not
it's
going to give it to you.
always,
Like, it's in the
it's
safe.
always,
Like,
it's always an excuse though, Peach. It's always an excuse.
yeah,
Oh, like we've tried, or we haven't got the money, or it's COVID,
yeah,
or it's,
yeah,
or like, you know what I mean,
yeah.
at the end of the day, yeah, I look at there's two strikers that we've been linked with, yeah, who are in the Premier League at the minute, right?
Origi?
Danny Danny Ings at Villa
Yeah,
was
yeah.
£27 million. We could have paid that and gone and got him. If we really wanted to, we could
100,
have paid that, right?
100.
Adam Armstrong at Southampton. I watched him today.
I wanted him like I
Yeah,
wanted him some
right.
time. Yeah,
He's good. He's good pressing of the ball.
yeah,
Pretty decent. You would have got him for a good fee, right?
yeah,
We let him go. Patson Daka at Leicester, right?
yeah,
We linked with
yeah,
him in January. He goes and wins the league in, I think it's Austria, I believe,
yeah.
right?
It was.
And
Yeah.
signs for Leicester City in the summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many players I can think of, right? But we keep going back to the same old thing. Like it just makes no sense to me, mate. It really don't. It's tiring. It gets tiring after a little while. I mean, I can't see for the life of me, right, that they're sitting there. They need, right, all I'm going to say is this, yeah, and mark my words on this, Pete, because I wasn't wrong about Ben
Go
Rama,
on.
and I'm not going to
No,
be
you
wrong
weren't.
about this.
No, go on.
If they don't sign players by the time the window shuts,
Yep.
right, it will go bad over there at
Oh,
Stratford,
100%. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And when West Ham are losing games, the fans, like the hardcore, will come out and start saying, "Well, what's going on? Like, why?" And it will go bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like last season was a freak season for us, right?
yeah,
But if it
yeah.
starts, if we don't see no bodies coming in the door, and all we've got is Areola, let's be honest, we ain't going to start him. Then there's something wrong.
Like I have to admit, like we are playing better football. Like
Yeah.
David Moyes' mantra about like if you can't run or don't run, you won't play. We are playing better football, but that football is between 11 people on the pitch, and
Mm,
at that level,
mm,
the players on the bench really like there's only one or two that maybe could fit into that. We
mm.
need like three, four, or five to be able to fit into that.
I just want to answer Gaz's comment here, right?
Yes,
Just want to answer
please.
that
Yes,
comment.
please.
It
Yes,
says
please. Yes,
here,
please.
right? If we go 1-0 down, I think the fans will stick with the team because we can make a comeback. If we went 1-0 down a few years ago, I'd say yes, right. I'm not disagreeing with you there, Gaz, but I'll tell you the reason why I believe it will go bad. Um, is because the simple fact of the matter is that on Sunday when we played Newcastle, we went 1-0 down, 2-1 down, and they was chanting then.
Yep.
Right, so
Lies, 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 lies,
yeah,
lies. Yeah.
and it's I just see it going like that, and it ain't going to be
Yep.
3,000 chant, it'll be 60,000
60.
chant. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can have, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, and also you're going to have people there who are going to be in like who's going to be sitting next to them. That is why I I believe that would happen. Do you know what I mean? We need to
Are
score.
you are you going are you going to the match?
Nah, I ain't going over there, mate. Tomorrow, I ain't been over there 6 years, Paige.
Holy
Since
shit, man.
yeah,
For real?
since they moved, I haven't been there. I've seen the ground.
Wow.
I've walked.
That's strong, man. That's strong.
Yeah,
I
I've
respect
walked.
that. I respect
I've
that.
I've walked around the ground. I've
Yep.
been over to Stratford, obviously being the shopping centre it's up the road from me. But
Yep.
I won't set foot in Stratford until they go, mate. I won't do it.
That's
Because
strong. I love that. I love that, man.
because you
See, that's
can't be sit
dedication. That's strong, man.
because
That's like that's real things right there, man. That's
because
real.
I
I
know
I never
people
knew
say
that. I never knew that. I never knew that, and I give you like mad respect for that. I never
Mm.
knew that. That's
People
big
say
yourself
about
up.
I can always support the team, but I will never support them. It's as
Yeah,
simple as that. Like I'll
yeah.
always support the team wherever I go, whether I was
I
in
love that.
like
I love that.
Spain, England, Canada. I support the team.
Yeah,
Like I'll sit
Dunno,
in the pub.
you been to away games? You been to away
Yeah,
games?
I've been to away
Good,
games, right? But I
good.
won't go. I won't step foot in Stratford.
I
Um,
love that, man.
and the thing is, when people are saying they want them out, then they're sort of backing them to a point. For
Yeah.
me, it's very hypocritical, but we will see, mate. We will see. Lawrence right here, Fab and Dawson should sit out tomorrow. I agree with that. I think Ario's better goalkeeper, and I think Dawson needs to not play. I think pace up against Dawson, I think he gets ruined. Like it proved
No,
it.
he'll get skinned, man. He'll get rolled over like a roly poly, man. And I think like Diop should start. I'd love to see Areola start, just in the sense, James, that like it would kind of like send a rocket up Fabianski's backside. Like, okay, because once Areola like plays and he has like that clean sheet, and then another clean sheet and another clean sheet, it's going to be hard for Fab to get that shirt back, man.
Mm, I agree.
I, that's just me. That's just my opinion. But I honestly feel that. But I think David Moyes is a loyal, genuine manager, so I think he'll stick with Fabianski until he like mucks it up, and he's not going to Roberto muck it up, but like until he mucks it up, and then like I think he'll see
Mm,
Areola come in, or it might be a cup game, it might be like League Cup, FA Cup, Europa, whatever, and he has a blinder. It's like then the tables might turn. You know what I mean? But I think David Moyes is a loyal gentleman to who he has in his squad and who he picks. Um, yeah, yeah, I see Areola. It's kind of like what? Who was the goalkeepers back when, man? It was who was it, man? It was
Roberto,
no, no,
Randolph.
no, no. Flip him, dog. Flip him, dog. Shut up. What you say? Roberto wasn't a goalkeeper. He was a donkey, dog.
Mm,
No, it was who was it? Who was it? The boy from Man City, wasn't it? The boy from
Joe
Man City
Hart.
we had.
Joe
Yeah,
Hart.
and then Adrian got in. Was
Mm,
it those two that like were switching
yeah,
about? Yeah.
yeah.
And then Adrian got in, and then Hart's out, and then Hart's in, Adrian's out, Adrian's in, Hart's like it's like I can see that happening because like Randolph is good, but Randolph, like, listen, I'm not disrespecting Randolph at all. He's the Ireland goalkeeper. Big up yourself, but he's championship
Mm,
level, man. He's championship level. He's not English Premier League level. Like this is just my opinion, man. Areola is like what PSG, Real Madrid.
mm.
Like yo, homeboy got pedigree, man. Like
He, sh-
he could take that spot, man.
he
And
should be
Fabianski
playing,
knows
Peach.
that.
He should be playing, mate. In my opinion.
Oh, I 100% I agree with you.
Like,
One
I,
hundred
f-
percent.
do you know what I mean? And I actually think when he comes in the Europa League games, he's going
Yep,
to show how good he is, and
yep, I agree. One
that's when I
hundred.
can.
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, again, like with how many goalkeepers we've got at this club? About 17 goalkeepers.
I
It just
know.
baffles me. Baffles me.
We could start. We could have a starting 11 of goalkeepers. Like real talk. We could have a starting 11 of goalkeepers. It's mad.
Mm,
And like, and I don't like what. What's the whole thing with like having two keepers on the bench? I've never got that. I've never ever got that. Because, like, if your goalkeeper gets injured and you got somebody like Areola in the back, even before Areola was here, maybe he didn't trust Randolph that much. That's why he had, like, Randolph and Martin, like, on the bench or
mm,
Trot or whatever. But it's like, why you gonna, like, take a space up for another goalkeeper? Because if one gets
mm.
injured, you got the next one to come in. You're not going to need, like, three. Like, two aren't going to get injured, like, in the same match. Like, that does my head in, man.
It's going to be it's going to be interesting, Peach. But all I'm going to say is that I think it's going to. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if there's any large amount of money spent on anything. I can't see it. I think.
Do you hope so, though? Do you hope so?
Oh, mate, 100%. I hope West Ham go out and spend like £30 million on centre half, who's quality.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, but what people keep saying is, "Oh, we've done that last time with Haller." Right? You can't keep thinking like that. Like,
Yeah,
because you do it
yeah,
once and
yeah,
you get bitten. Like,
yeah.
look what we spent on Kafal. You know what I mean? Like, and you
Five
ain't gonna go.
point four million, bang,
Mm,
and he's a don, man. He's a don. Do you believe, like, okay, so I think it's journal talks, but like all this shit about like, oh, like Kufal, Sufal, Tufal, whatever. Oh, he's
mm,
not happy. He wants like a pay rise and this and that. I think those are agent talks. I don't think that's him because he seems like a happy boy at West Ham. And I don't believe that, like, he signed a 3-year deal
mm,
in principle to like get what he's paid. And I don't believe that he's the one saying, I'm not happy with not getting a pay rise. I think that's agent things, man. I think agents like kind of ruin the whole
mm.
game, man. They're greedy, man. What's your thoughts on that?
Problem is, mate. It's the major problem.
Yep,
Yeah, they're trying to unsettle all our top players. Kafal,
100%. Yep,
Rice.
right.
The
Yep.
only problem that I have, and the only problem I have with it, is that we. It's not exactly like we're showing any ambition, is there? Like to go
No,
and like progress. Like I know
no.
Villa got 100 million for Grealish,
Grealish. Yep,
but they went out and they've gone out and got Ings, Bailey,
yep,
um, Buendia, all
yep.
right, and they've spent their dough well, all right. The problem is with us is we should have money and we ain't got any. And the
But we
question
do,
is,
and you said that. Yeah, we do have, don't we? And it's
mm,
like they're just like putting it under the rug. Like we can't
mm,
see it, but we know you have it. We know you have the money, but you're saying to all the supporters you don't have shit. But yeah, you do have money. You do get paid for like finishing top six. You do get paid for being in Europe. You do get paid for television rights. Like these guys think our supporters are stupid, man.
mm, yeah, and that's what it is, Pete. They treat us like customers and not like
Yeah,
fans.
yeah, they
And
treat us
when
like
the,
customers, 100%.
and remember one thing: the customer's always right.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with that, Doc. I
Do you know
agree
what I
with
mean?
that.
I think going on to tomorrow's game, I think it's a tough one. I've I've gone for a banker draw on this one. I think it's going to be a
I
draw.
know. I seen that. I seen that earlier. I
Yeah,
seen that
and
earlier.
I'm I'll be stunned if we come out and do what we've done to them last year. I think they're a well-oiled machine this year, mate. Last season they had no Madison playing,
Yeah.
and I think they're going to be fully strength. Like, do you know what I mean? They're a good team, Leicester, mate. And when you look
No,
at
I
their,
know. They're no slouches, man. They're no.
yeah,
I'm going. I'm like me, Mr. Optimistic. I'm going 5-1 West Ham because like I think Ben Rama scores 2, Antonio scores 1. Then you might see like Rice scoring up. Like you might see goals come through, and we might undo Leicester. I'm hoping we do. That's
mm,
why, like, yo, I do this shit, James. I just want to put it in the universe, like that.
mm.
Yo, we're gonna do them in large. So even if we win 2-1, I'll be happy.
Oh,
Three
mate,
one, I'm happy.
mate,
One
I'd
0
settle
I'm happy.
for I'd settle for a 1-0 boring game right now.
Me too, though.
Um,
Me too. Me too. But
but
I'm gonna say 5-1 just so it's out there. You know what I mean?
mm,
So hopefully, like that shit comes true, man.
um, I just feel that tomorrow's game is it's going to be Ben Rama's first taste with fans tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I think,
Yeah.
like me and you spoke last year, and you see
Yep.
the amount of stick I was getting, Peach. Like, I was getting a
Yep.
lot of
I
grief
did.
from a lot of people. And
Yep.
I kept saying to everyone, trust me on this, he's going to be good. And what makes me laugh is I see these people now, like, thinking the sun shines out of his ass. Right?
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and,
Yes.
and that's
Yes.
and that's what makes me laugh now. When last season people couldn't stand him and didn't even want him in the team, or
You
didn't
know
even want
what?
him at the.
Brethren, I like myself and my father, dog. We were yelling at the telly when like he wasn't starting, and then
Mm,
Moyes would put him on with like 2 minutes to go, 5 minutes to
mm,
go, and it was like, what are you dealing with? Like, oh, I'm betting him in this and that. He's from the championship. He needs time. We don't want to put too much pressure on him. I'm like, homeboy got skill, but
mm.
he's come in preseason and this season, and he looks a bit bulkier. He looks like he's ready. I, I saw this before. I saw this
Mm,
before, man. He's gonna kill it, man. And if he was
mm,
given more time last season, I think he would have killed it Segway. But
mm.
like, yo, yeah, no, I've been Ben Rama since like what? When did the transfer deadline thing go close? Like February
September,
31st, whatever. No, no,
September
no.
last year.
Last the one we signed him.
Yeah.
I've been Ben Rama since then, dog. Since
Mm,
then, dog. I've been Ben Rama since then, dog. Same as yourself, man. And you got a
mm.
whole bunch of people that are like, oh, no, I don't know. Nah, nah,
Yeah.
nah. He's going to make the step up. And nah, nah,
See,
nah. But,
everyone's entitled
yeah.
to their opinion, right? Everyone's
Yep.
entitled to their opinion
100%.
on
100%.
players, right? And Lawrence puts a comment there. Now, um, people have changed their tunes on him,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But as I've said this numerous times, and I say it again, I was never surprised with this man. I knew this man was a top class talent, right?
Me too. Yep.
I've seen enough football in my lifetime to go, you know what, this guy's a talent. He knows how to. Do you know what I mean? But it's a bit like Diop, mate. He's an easy target. Like these people,
Yes.
like,
He's a scapegoat.
ju-
He's a
mm,
scapegoat, man. He's a
yeah.
scapegoat, man.
And
Yo,
last,
my phone, man.
and he's gone. Page. Mm. But I'll carry on until for another 4 minutes, and then I'll go. But no, as I say, I just think he's a talent, and I've always said that. And to me, I think he got well and truly disrespected last year, Ben Rama. But that's just me, mate. That's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a football fan. But I was right about that, and I'll be right again. I think he scores 10 goals this season. And I openly admit that. I can see that coming. Um, and yeah, I just think that him and Bowen this year's got to perform for me. Like Bowen last season was in and out, started off like a train, went missing for 12 games, come back towards the end, and that to me is how it should be. So yeah, um, I think tomorrow's game is bank a draw, mate. If I'm honest, and that's my opinion on it. I think 1-1, 2-1, even 3-0 it could be. But yeah, that's what I think. But I'm gonna go. I'll catch you all soon, and take care.
Yo, my phone cut out on me, man. Apologize still. You done know. Big up, Mr. Fat Boy Fever, man. I just got home, put it in my like charge thing. Still, ain't even playing. Globe 11, done know. All right, man. Big up everybody. Thank you for coming through, watching. Like, but we had to talk real things, man. Real things. It's much appreciated, man. Like, subscribe, share these things. Like, that's all we can ask, man. You know what I mean? West Ham till I die. You get me? What are we? We're fucking random, dog.